Peace. Welcome back to another episode of New York Minute. I'm your host, Nimbus, and today I just wanted to give a special shout out to Slim K, DJ Daxstar, the Chop Stars, Distro Kid, and all of my supporters that been there since SoundCloud in 2012. When I first started the Flying Nimbus brand, it was really because I wanted to represent the people that grew up with Dragon Ball, the people that grew up flying and, going from state to state, city to city. The people that came from broken homes, that had a dad in one place and a mom in another place. And, that really was the epitome of the Nimbus cloud. And it's ironic how your childhood shapes your adulthood. It shapes how you have different relationships with different people and even the people that you gravitate towards, when it comes to my music, when it comes to the brand, when it comes to the legacy that I leave behind, it's shaped by the places I've lived, the people I've met, the sounds that I love, and the people I want to inspire. There's so many new people coming to this world that is music and art and fashion, and creativity is in itself is infinite. And so to contribute to the ether of infinite possibilities is a blessing, is an honor. And I just want people to know I'm invested in the future. Whether you're invested in it or not is really up to you and the actions that you take. But I'm very, very firm in, investing in the right things and the right people, because I know that in the future, in some way, shape, or form, it's going to pay off really well, for sure. I speak that into my life every day. And regardless of how high it is or how low it is, I always get to look up at the sky and be like, yo, the possibilities are infinite. And it comes with a lot of sacrifice when you have to invest in people and invest in different companies and hope and pray that everything works out. I was literally sitting at home at like 4 a.m, praying that my investments worked out. And sometimes you make an investment and it doesn't work out. And sometimes you do and it does work out. And now to have a legendary label like the Chop Stars and my own independent company merge, the possibilities of not only New York Minute Podcast, G7 Live Gaming, and Cooking with Nim and Flying Nimbus has branched out to a bigger demographic. And I'm so grateful for DJ Screw. I'm so grateful for Michael Watts, because they had the same idea. They said, yo, let's get these tapes. Let's slow them down. Let's hit that second half that on the snare. Let's half step it. Let's take Sade. Let's take Phil Collins In the Air Tonight and slow it down. And then introduce that to the world. And now there's so many people that do the same thing. And I remember being one of those people that, like, when I first got a turntable in my hands and I turned the BPM down and I slowed it down. I remember some of the first music that I slowed down. Before, it was virtual DJ for sure. That was the program. But like, there was a turntable that I specifically used. That was a Serato, and it was really cool. And it was my homie's turntable. But he was like, bro, go ahead. And like, you know, and so I started going back and forth, chopping and like, you know, scratching. And I just loved the sound effect that it made. One of the first records that I slowed down was What You Want by The Weeknd off of the House of Balloons tape. And it was like, what you want, you want, I'm what you need, I'm what you need. And between that, XXYYXX, had to have a brief intermission. But yeah, XXYYXX. And one of the most recent ones that I actually made, which was Syd, SYD, Syd the Kid. She had a song called Body, and I chopped and screwed that, slowed it down, stripped some of the vocals and the drums, and separated them, and then basically turned it into a song called Happy Hour at Double D's. Shout out to all my homies at Double D's and all the homies that spend there, from Kilo Posh on Saturdays for our R&B night, to A Natural High, to Saucy D, to the big homie C Wade, all the DJs that put on in the city. Brandon Blue, you be killing it, brother. Keep on doing your thing. Man, Smooth Sessions. Shout out DJ Smooth, man. And all the people that I've met in Dallas, like, DJing is such an art form and such a necessity to the parties that we go to. You know, you ever been in a club and the music stops and then everybody got to look at each other and actually like see like who's around them? It's so awkward when it's quiet in the club and full of strangers. But I genuinely feel like the tastemakers of sound and music, you know, from Dallas to Houston to San Antonio to Austin, there's so much music here. There's so much sound that I genuinely love. And so to make an investment in the Chop Stars and Slim K, who inspired me to chop and screw music, it was a no-brainer. It was one of those things where I've always wanted to hear my beats and voice slowed down by the professionals. Like, because I could do it. I've done it before, but the way he remastered the tape, man, shout out to Pierre Dejanay. Like, Butterfly Doors, it's probably one of my favorite beats that we made at my old apartment. And man, PD, I really am excited to see what more we can do in the future. I might have to come back to Chicago for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm invested in the future. You know, and Screw is forever. DJ Screw, Michael Watts, man, DJ Candlestick. Shout out to Goldilocks, my girl. Man, y'all are forever. Shout out DJ Kimbley. You know what I'm saying? The first DJ I met out here, that's the Chop Star. Like, it's an honor to be amongst y'all and to be connected to y'all. It's an honor to support y'all vision, and I'm grateful that y'all support mine. And lastly, I'll say, to be 34 years old and witness history in the making and be a part of history and create Black history with you all is truly an honor. I don't take it lightly. I sometimes seem super excited because, to be in the moment of it all is like, wow, I can't believe this happened. I still can't believe it happened, to be honest with you. It's kind of like it's a dream come true. But I'm still living the dream, And some days, I don't know what's going to happen next. I'll be real with you. Some days I'm like, bruh, it's hard out here. It's hard. Gas is high. The government's going through what the government's going through, and we just got to kind of ride the wave and hope for the best. But every day we got to put our best foot forward. Every day we got to show up to them bookings. Every day we got to book new guests, new clientele, new potential business partners. And regardless of what's going on in the world that we can't control, we have to control ourselves and the way we react. We have to stay in tune with the frequency that we come from. And I think I'm going to make a new saying, like, your life has a BPM, beats per minute. It could be fast or it could be slow, but the choice is yours. Sometimes you might need to slow it down a little bit. And sometimes you might have to pick up the pace. But either way, stay in control of yourself. Love others, treat others how you want to be treated, and support one another. Don't be too cool. I appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all appreciate me. I see some of y'all appreciation, and it's really cool. It's really cool, man. We got a lot more work to do, though. Society is in itself is in a different type of time right now, but this is the time when art in itself will thrive and hopefully help people get through some of the hardest time periods that they've ever been in. And so it's our job to create that BPM, keep the groove going, and just keep showing up. This has been another episode of New York Minute. Have a good day, a good night, and good luck. Peace.